na ena yensa ka ewo efie hanom ne mom ensem awodwe bode mutitiri power enda kasebo ne mo no ya da endodwe president Maame no de ensem binum de abeto go chirim se ne menim ya da mo nhwe ne nchi health regulations no mo fa hyehyɛ de se ne ba ya betumi abo patient awodo ewo man Ghana mo.
Speaker of Parliament Edin Sembia betu Ghana Mountain so wo chirim se enya ban bia no oba betena kunya no so ne wotumi se odebe yi majority leader na mpo se minority leader.
In some from no so yada Maame ayaruga yada ndodo no so de nsem binum de abeto go chirim se yada Ghana mpemfo anasa Ghana de hye yada yenhwe by September ending there na yada power outages awodo de bia da epege ne mu man Ghana mu no etumi etwa
MC insu Edin Sembi abetu dwa wo bra o chem se motorbike na fensu ne mahodra amanfo mo ewo asensu dua school blog msabre ya kasa de obehwe na wa provide ni nyina ede amadihye a omo ewo ho
ensam do wana ka we hu na abobo na do smisa mass enyimbre Kasie bwana mekai mo se City Base Properties Ghana Limited ne de bia do wo so yasa yetumi yedi Kasebury ya do City Base head office nungwa barrier opposite scan guest house another office so where afia toll booth edua ebetumi afre City Base was 0551996843 and now the 0550285246 so the City Base Properties ana ojidida we add value to your home so and a first choice media career da won so wo bo ye chiro dom ye pa ya da wo so epede ekoduru ye pa won sentre edwuma mu dia ya da pincho mo nungwa barrier woni mass TV ya odan kwirima betumi afro so 05540549 39 also go we aseno no abedan ensenche no papa man Ghana musasa na bulk foods and groceries ya dom tonton koko product betumi aboa ne chwa pomudin no etumi gina brand ya da pincho mo so opego no ya dom bebo ye pa na also apomudin no etumi egina brand na aina ya di enyimbre kasebo ya besom enyimble we no ya from me Maame ama amomenum ne ba
Maame ya Serwaa
ye twa ye ho aba ye ba ya di ensem no mu twetwema nkasa ya ba besom na yefa ensem no mu twetwema nkasa ya mfa mbaso mo se me hye ensem na se de amono dia se na ba ya pomodin ebetumi egina brand nechi aboa nechi ayiba na Ghana ebibiman metwe ebibiman tem ina no so ebetumi etumi ama ayaresa emu egina brand ebetumi aboa ne patient awodo mo kopinchen mu hospital awodo so ebetumi enya apomodin mapapa de aboa mabrabo we na msunti ada President John Dramani Mahama no de ode ensem binum to go ochirim se yada ehun bekwa akohia pa se wo be pie mu ebibiman tem nyina metwe Africa yebetumi nechi aboa ne yaka yentuma pa abom nechi aboa nechi se ba ne health professional regulations awodo na yebetumi edimu nechi aboa nechi patient awodo kopie mu hospital no ometumi ejina brand sansem we odokotu dwa wa blo kopie mu 28th annual international conference amode hye do ewo eye nkramantem no na Ghana mampen edetu dwa sei.
Over the next few days of your meeting, I urge you to focus on 7 priorities. The first is to strengthen regulatory harmonization through deeper cooperation, reliable verification, and appropriate recognition of qualifications without lowering standards. The second must be to invest in regulatory science so that decisions are informed by evidence and regulators have the skill to respond to new technologies, changing workforce patterns, and emerging risks. The third is to build secure data exchange for data governance. The fourth is to protect the integrity of health professional education. The quality of tomorrow's healthcare depends on the quality of the training that we give today. Accreditation, assessments, internship, continuing professional development, and ethical formation must remain central to this objective. The fifth is to develop practical frameworks for humanitarian and fragile settings, enabling rapid emergency response while preserving standards and accountability in times of crisis. The sixth is to regulate digital health and artificial intelligence with urgency, wisdom, and a clear commitment to equity. And the final and the seventh is to place the patient and the public at the center of every regulatory decision we take. The true measure of a regulator is not how many licenses it issues, but how effectively it protects the people and the patients.
Ansem so ede amaudia Speaker of Parliament onimnya for Abang Bagmen sabe kasei ayadodin simbi abetujo mra na okasa omra shebedwefie na o chirem se enya de aban bi oba betina kunya kese no so wotumi so di obeyi majority leader na mpo se minority leader no din same way etudwa ni nyina efa mra shebedwani edima Bruce North onimnya for James Gaga ni nsema ibeto dwa echirem se sabe kasei de Ghana mampeni John Draman Mahama yinso no ene ba be dom dodo anu peni mra shebedwefe no enam so masabre kasei de speaker enso edin same say ena ede abetudwa.
The communication says acting because the president has no authority to communicate the change of the leadership of the House to the Speaker. And so it was actually done in error. This matter has come before the House a number of times. As a result, even in our current standing orders, we had to define the two terms, majority leader and minority leader. And clearly, majority leader, by our standing orders, says majority leader means a member of parliament designated by the majority caucus as their leader in the House. And as you know, the practice is that the party, under the hand of the General Secretary of the party, communicates that decision of the party to the Speaker. That is what has happened so far. And because of earlier disagreements, we had to relook at it, and we all came out with this definition, which is captured in the standing orders. I want to clarify this. So the procedure today may look different. That is why you still see the majority leader is still on his seat, because he's still the majority leader until otherwise communicated by the party and then decided by the caucus and the information passed on. Then you have the usual courtesies that we done on the floor.
Say at Cherubim Ewanson for from a day among dear, a day copium a majority leader, mature and canon. Mature Asan Sukuya, a member of parliament at the Madisho Moboku Central Honorable Mahama, Ayara Ghana Kachi, Ada in the Dodi and Sembinum, Aqua Ama a Ghana addition dona when Ochim say, Nansen Temne a year, a Jashabia Epijanum, Ewa Kosumbo, and I'm soon see my air transmission outdoor on Etumishiama, the Biada Ghana addition dona a face air power outages. Yado Ochim say, Minimia, Yada in paying for air share as on and Sadabaya, air by September ending a day. Said the biada a power outages are a man whom so a Ghana a afana baby no yada a so able to minchi etra or Sunday ada when yan yes a minister for energy yada obuso then she say egua come send be asa and samno or me to me at the aswano.
I want to assure you that I have the assurance of the Minister for Energy that by the end of September the issues causing the power outages will be resolved. We're all in this country. And we saw the fire outage that destroyed the transmission substation at Akosombo. We all know that our gas suppliers are having a maintenance schedule which is reducing the supply of gas to the country. And again, we also know that a lot of our energy infrastructure is aging. And as a result of the aging infrastructure, we need to engage in routine maintenance and change. And during these periods, we will be compelled to shut off the power in order to be able to carry out these routine maintenance activities. These, we hope, will be finished by the end of September, and the minister assures us by that time, we will resume the stable power that we have been enjoying since John Dramani Mahama became president again.
Democratic Party amanyoko edin sembi abetu Ghana mountain so muchem se sabrede enya de omo be twentwan so na so metwe ana so meja questions ahodro mo ehia ana sa access ahodro mo hia edifree ndis amanyoko ni titiru Ghana gold board aso ye nyina efa 1.7 billion Ghana cedis ehun sabre NPP amanyoko edin sembi abetu jo muchem se omekoso atena se atwen se Ghana gold board mpinfo ebeba bontin so edin sema ahodro edi ababetu jo nyina FI sika 1.7 billion Ghana cedis ayirano ehun.
We say this boldly and plainly that the entire leadership of the New Patriotic Party, including the presidential candidate, we are fully behind the minority. On behalf of the entire New Patriotic Party, there is no confusion anywhere. We are fully behind the mighty minority. The New Patriotic Party stands fully, completely, and unreservedly behind our mighty minority caucus in Parliament, led by Honorable Alexander Afenyomakin. We wholeheartedly support each member of our minority caucus in this struggle. We back their questions, we back their scrutiny, we back their demand for full, transparent account of how a state institution charged with buying and protecting Ghana's gold ended up presiding over such huge losses of this magnitude. This is not partisan politics. This is a national duty. Whoever governs this country is answerable to the people who elected them. They are answerable to every dollar of the people's money that passes through their hands. And let me be equally plain about what comes next. We are not backing off, not now, not tomorrow, not until every question is answered in full and in public and under proper scrutiny. We also say this to the minority leader and every member of the caucus. Use every relevant law in the books, every question on the floor of Parliament, every committee hearing, every request for documents, every order paper, every point of order utilize every relevant tool provided by the standing orders in our parliament with confidence. The parliament belongs to the people of Ghana, not to the convenience of whoever is in the office. Make sure you are very strong in the committee, very strong on the floor of parliament. Fight for the people of Ghana in the court of public opinion as well. Fight until the Ghanaian people receive all the answers they deserve, in writing, under oath if necessary. The New Patriotic Party remain vigilant. Our minority caucus will not look away. We call on every Ghanaian watching, listening, and reading this today. Do not look away either. Demand your own answers. Demand.
Ahwafo say yatuado biom ewo nsanfoforo mo dia yada yada ne ani akopie mu ewo japekrom ewo bono regional wokopie mu ewo honom a omo kyerem say yada ATI Amedia school ewo honom no na yade a kyese omuhia akade a ometumi ama adesua ene adekire etumpo ne nchi akonkane na msunti yada omo kyerem say member of parliament at the Majaman South honorable Konolo Kojo Damoa yada ndodo ode aso etumi akobofo ma yada omo hwenim se ni menim ya omo de ye project bi ehyehyɛ do a eno 4 unit classroom block yada omo ye ewo TI Amedia school honom se na be ye betumi abo ne kyadesua no etumi epegye dem nchi akonkan
Maame anso da papa sabi wo e pade akora wo na be ba ye de ye bompa esi Maame nti bia no Maame ka ya koma na ye bia ma bi ye bo akoma ka se menfiem ne abrabo ma bon sabi na fiem me bebe sika na ngo ye de ebe ma memmanfo no na ho atobe bempuntu benkanko asetenam ayi eno mo anti ma ye kwosoko senka sabi dia brante bi afi ni meje ne sabi ko wa mbo ko school o se nya area eno na ya na but me de ma tu mwache se inde da mo anu obeboa ya ma anafo tani ya ba fo si ade yo se dem ka asem no na o twe me nsa mo so me ma na bi si aye yo Minima, what say, I'm the same manipa ye gidi wo. Wo na da nipa, nko ba bi make a bi think at the side with you. Near meet my na mo ni am here breso. Me mfa nto so man me say name ni na meet my ye akokon kakra o de ho akade amaye. Ye be de ahye party no ni nyam. Say sabre ye ni abane. Ye me no ne ba manipa ho say aye ni abane ko ni ye. Na say ye ba abane me. Atima boy my so getimi achitumi ya bebu mama nipa ho say ampa MP before ya waziwe
ya school met in 1980 efie eduanansia school ni ampa na ofe fa kwa yesisi ya so bi ka so school ya di efie eduanansia na ya hwem yemma member school me kwa efie eduanansia ni na patai Nyame ambata de zo to kura na se brama fa kesi a won hwe ani anti asempa ya no ase ya no betim vie dua 9 sia dia na chesa wo ya hamte ti so du bibi aseme kasa babi na mi di ya obi a na wo wase ampa se di eja onye nguna ne na ampa ade se wo so na ye che no wa nya bia really chiri Pembebre ya na media se jabe krum yam puntu akachi imbefa nananu badai yana nananu nyina ya adwene asipie sita yetu anamo se akwani asanwuro nyina so no ya yede yam puntu asembe hyenzem yetu anamo
se ne menyo the NTR and sempre honorable the obisi dane ama. In fact, na mi hu de na menye. Se na mi nsu, se na mi nsu na broni be kan say tears of joy. Okwasem ni na ye nije kese. Enti awie ye frame say ye de asobebo form na dane ya sase. Enti kutaya ye si ha nyina na se dwumadi a yɛda nkora mmiɛnsa a ɔnabɔ so bɛsi ama ɛno no yɛde asie tie nyinaa yɛnyɛ aboafoɔ bibi ɔkyea a yɛnya ama no nkyea yɛnkyerɛ yɛadwene wɔ ho ntɛm na yɛanyɛ awie a yɛaka sɛ ɛnyɛ nti sɛdeɛ na yɛnya nteɛ no da no yɛ nan a in fact ɛbɛboa paa na ne nyinaa mu so no ɔnzan ɔnzoa so deɛ ɛbɛsrɛ
Ibrahim Akasi Bono so Ede Amaudi Asabri, Yediani Echirimu Ewo Minister for Labor, Jobs and Employment, Ayonimnya for Dr. Abdul Rashid, Hassan Edin Simbi Abetujanina, Efa 24-hour economic policy, Ghana Mampini, John Dramani Mahama Epa Huntuma Chimseno, Ebe Buana Bepiemu Ewa Maingan and Munsua, Impuntunsu Etumi Abanem Bebu Bebrina, Anya Juma Ayan Sabri Penny Echirim say. 24-hour economic policy Ghana Mampini, John Dramani Mahama Edi Abananya Dia Ejumayefo nyina ene betumi enya sakunyano ebi.
Economy is a symbolic policy that allows government institutions and private institutions to respond to the demand and the policy direction to increase their work input and then therefore output. So to give it a definition, it is part of the definition to talk about 1 in 3, but it's bigger than that. The bigger portion of it is to energize the private sector to work 24 hours. It's not that simplistic that we want to see people working every day, so if a minister comes, another minister should come, and that's a very simplistic way of looking at it. It's bigger than that. It is a redefinition of our whole economy. It's to give economy more energy and direction. And it is to make sure that those who are producing should produce more. And I'll advise the opposition to study the concept more closely so they don't run it up to meaning everybody work 3 in 1.
Say a cherry beam ewans and fufumu a day among dia so be PM or man Ghana ma yada and told that pin yada traffic light I would dry a war Ghana air or mine yada it to me a hard dream ye pen can bra a year light and it to me a from a coin and I'm soon yada a energy and green transition air ministry I don't do much them say a KNUST Kwame Nkrumah a University of Science and Technology a paying for a the air proposal be Eddie Wakum send by air traffic light I would draw and Kaewa man Ghana mu empono say a year doom so and as a light out to be a bar Naka that's a traffic light I would do able to me Eddie Juma send a baby one de biada a car when she is man Ghana mono a to me a trying away no much them say da or more share as I proposal and a pie and him send a baya air science share no to me Eddie Wakum.
I'm in talk with the key people who have worked on this research. I'll collect the information and then submit it to my boss, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, Dr. John Abdullahi Jinapor, and then have a discussion with him to see how quickly we can invite the team from KNUST to make a presentation to us to look at, in fact, what this whole thing is about. And once we're able to have a firm understanding and the way forward, we'll engage other stakeholders, and then we can probably start a pilot project. So I think we would really be moving very fast on this so we can address this issue that road users face anytime there is an outage, and traffic lights are not working, the mess at the intersections. We need to resolve it as quickly as possible.
Doma Central Municipal Chief Executive Eonimnya for Dominic Adoma Ayini Edin Sembi abetu Ghana Mountain so mra eyo owura ameya kasa na odin Sembi tuja wo chirem se okopiemu wo Doma North District AKG blocks omo AC ewo honi titire Presbyterian Church of Ghana no ewo asensu duano sabre peni HMs ono so ebebo asene be ya school blog na se classroom blocks no mo AC no metumi awie na nema hodo mo ehia so be no providing nyina edi amom se na be adesua so ebetumi ama no homene so ewo ho
school yenya by the way da I was at a church for Beba, ever child. And Untino, Ntesa, Papa Sofocas, and all can Kunjan was as a be wounded. Already a crano, yeah, the furniture of my contractor, yeah, you say contractor, no very soon. Nkran kra de no ebeba nti se eba no se de wo hapo no anso na if there's a need say ye de become ho na say something na kra school no ye be expand na de ba ya sha mo bo say nkunjua no ba de say de ba mo bia no mo de request by the school no be here a teacher anya we teacher ni ba ko ana me you for the start na general manager o ka be so most likely say be the teacher no I said me ko on person bi obetena ha obaka say bi o person su number 1 nokre onante akwa aba na yehaw nti we de me a me ne me mp onmunyafo John Kwame Adu Jack ye de ekwa ye ho teacher nya beduru a ye de motorbike ba ko ebebra school assembly mind there on tia say na kanono na ka do ma central ha school feeding nika ye school sa aduasa oni pokra na enye ne nyina ne be no a na ye ba ye de akọ aduana num nti say ya ti kg school dia and the mba ini sisi yo ka kire me yo o da ndi school feed no wasira say yamma asansuju nya bi nti ado so yamma bi na ba de offer di apa no ne be piana na yesa nti say na no mo ne asori ya ka bom aye japade fefefe se ya yesa musumunya primary no sa akra ni free nursery kg na no be go primary 1 to primary 6 yesa nti we dia men kan sa fi we yo Monsre nkwa mfa mam men assembly and director next year mo assembly man de o ha adwini nti ni se we ya make o ma men na next year e be mo primary block primary 1 to primary 6 e wa mo pass am enunti mi ji di say we ya make nyina yi onya no ma odino egumi nsema me kata bani tia ti se nsuo ye be ya momo adie di aka wo ho bia moto teacher beba o oyade a sebe mejira metumi so dia ya onye dine ma ekra sebe ye nti yemfa mpaebo enta yaba ne yachi ne nyina yemfa mpaebo so ma asori na asori mpanyfo sebe ya na yaka nyina no ye betumi ayo na ma asori suso akoso afa ne ntoma pafra na menka mo nyina ma ho medam asbebre
ahwafo na ye kai mo se yada amuni egusu amonhwe mass eyimbre kase bona me kai mo se ye tuado biom won foforo mu dia yade a ye kopie mu obono regional manager de Mazum Lion Ghana Limited na kache Owura Franklin ofori akofo ne ndodo ya dode kokobo akwa ma etimemfo awodo motebo no region de yada enim yo monhwe na de biada efin a omutumi ekohwie egu gata mu no yada omonhwe ne nim yo omonjai sa hyehyehye yo kirem se sa ennyama ne na enam sunti na ewo nsutobru mu no nsu etumi eyiri efa osana sa bat ennyama efin awodo no modugu gata sinu mu no yada etumi ema nsu ananka ewo se etene nenchi ekogu ewo gata ne mu no entumi entene ene nam sunti na de biada nsu yiri enam no so ewo man Ghana mu ntiada omonhwe ne sa nhyehyɛ na awodo no monjai sana baya se wo bepie mu ewo bono ene ne mpotem so a ifia de biada adokoro mu ewo honom no eso ebetum nchi etwa.
So this morning we are here to embark on disinfestation and disinfection within the Sunyani and its districts within the Bono region. Basically, the exercise has to do with we embarking on the disinfection, as I indicated, disinfection in the sense that the rains have set off, and currently we have a lot of vector in the system. When we talk about vector, we are looking at organisms that causes a lot of diseases like cholera, like typhoid, like malaria, and these are organisms that currently they are a lot because of the rains. So there's the need for us to embark on this exercise to control their levels in the system. So we are doing it across all the 12 MMDCs within the Bono region. Yeah, so we do this every quarter within the year, and it's done across all the MMDCs within the Bono region. Yes, so what we are informing the public is that yes, their life is at stake in terms of the way they dispose of their waste. We need to dispose of our waste well, because normally what happens is that when the rain set off, most people what they do is that they start to pour their waste into the drains. And when this happens, it creates a lot of issues for us because a lot of vectors are released into the system, and these are the ones that cause the disease. So we are saying that they should desist from that. They should go for waste bins and keep their waste in a containment so that some of these things will not be happening. And we are saying that once you embark on this exercise today, we are protecting them. So they should also give us the space to be able to do it. Because once the exercise is embarked on, at the end of the day, we're able to control these organisms and their life.
Public Utilities Regulatory Commission Trinitia from PULC Edin Simbi Abetu Ghana Montizo Mo HMC. Obepie mu e manga no sanka ye nyina ebeji atum ne amaye ni akoye gas ahodo aye yusu e manga ne mu anka no ebetumi aboa na obepie mu e manga ne mu a electricity ama no homene so ebo na ama no homene so anka no so betumi aboa na abrase odi nsewe nyina etudwo mra omukopie mu e takrade a omo editor ehihye su Ghana gas operational facility ho na fail na PULC commissioner edin nsewe nyina etudwa ho.
Government is looking at upgrading their investment. The profits you saw them declare has been indicated. It's an indication of their performance. I mean, over the last 1.5 years, it then means that they've performed so well, and we are giving them credit for that. We are encouraging them to continue under the current CEO, to continue to maintain stability and also continue to also increase or maintain their profits or profitability. Going forward, we are encouraging them to also expand and also look at expanding the activities to cover all the needed sectors of the economy. I'm sure if they keep on investing, it will end up reducing the cost of utility provision. And that's so if Ghana Gas maintains their current work ethics and also maintain the profitability, in the long run, the cost of power will also reduce. So it's for the interest of all Ghanaians that Ghana Gas is operational, Ghana Gas is profitable going forward.
Ashafo say a child biom e won semfo from e de amon de da ye kopie mu e wo ohenpo a e wo e ni boy man akache e ni ayi mensa a otodo e ekoro ya da endodo ode ensembinum e abotugwa onu kroya so any traditional leaders any stakeholders ahodro na omode ensem we e abotukwa e wo e okan kwe e not ye mu ya da omu kirem se ni menim ya da omototo so e President John Dramani Mahama de ya da en menim ya onhwe na e municipal chief executive e honorable Christian Tete e dwumedia odi e wasampotem honom no ya da onhwe ne nchi omaneni enkon o kirem se ya da empempi no metumi ama ne e duration ahodro se ya da ontumi entna se ne nchi onbo ne nchi impuntu entumi empeja ne mu ne nchi enkon kan wasampotem no mum ya da ne menim ya de ya da omu hu da sa dwuma no olidi nti ya da e Ghana man pie enkon ne isi fu ne nchi onhwe se na be ya sa dwumedi ne betumi nchi
I Niayi Mensah the first, Chief of Niboyman, together with concerned traditional leaders and stakeholders, wish to draw public attention to a number of developments in Okankwe North, particularly Niboyman, which require urgent attention. First, I wish to sincerely apologize to the Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Teresa Ladiawuni, and the youth of Okankwe North for previously appealing to stop them from the removal of Municipal Chief Executive, Honorable Christian Tete Baja. At the time, the youth had raised serious concerns about his performance and had called for his removal. As traditional leaders, we appealed for patience and gave the MCE the benefit of doubt, believing that he needed time to learn and improve. However, based on subsequent development and concerns brought to our attention, I now believe that the concerns raised by the youth deserve serious consideration. We therefore respectfully call on His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama to urgently review the performance of the MCE and take the appropriate decision in the interest of the people of Okankwe North. Construction under high tension lines. We have received serious concerns regarding an alleged unauthorized building development within Niboyman, reportedly being undertaken beneath the high-tension electrical lines. We understand that such a location presents significant safety risks to residents and properties. We therefore call on the relevant authorities, including the Municipal Assembly and the electricity company, to urgently investigate the matter and ensure that all developments comply with safety and planning regulations. I want to state on record that we have written to GRIDCO, Lands Commission, Electricity Company, and Greater Accra Regional Police Commander, as well as the Tesano Police Station. Outstanding payments to sanitation workers. We have also received complaints from persons who have worked on sanitation-related activities within the constituency, including some party supporters regarding an alleged outstanding payment. These complaints, if established to be true, are unacceptable and risk creating unnecessary frustration among the people, while also damaging the reputation of NDC government and its representatives. We therefore call for an immediate audit and verification of all outstanding sanitation-related payments and for legitimate beneficiaries to be paid without further delay. The Niboeman Homowo matters. An issue of serious concern relates to the Niboeman Homowo celebration. I was informed that Mr. Kofi Boachi, Director of Operations at the Jubilee House, had allegedly directed that I, as the Niboeman Manche, should not undertake any traditional obligation or celebrate the Niboeman Homowo on my land. However, upon making our own checks, we could not establish that such a directive had actually been issued by Mr. Kofi Boachi. We therefore call for clarity on this matter and urge all persons involved to respect customs, traditions, and legitimate authorities of the Niboeman traditional area. Chieftaincy matters. I wish to inform the MCE to refrain from supporting one chief against the other and to desist from providing financial support to the said chief, as it is alleged that he has given out part of the common fund in support of the building of an unauthorized palace here in Niboeman, right under high tension cable. Conclusion: we are not making these concerns out of malice or personal interest. Our objective is to protect the interest of the people, uphold the dignity of our traditional institutions, and ensure that public officials discharge their responsibilities effectively. We therefore appeal to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the appropriate government authorities, the NDC leadership, the Okankwe North constituency leadership, and all relevant institutions to investigate this matter.
Yedaswa ejina eni ayi menso tosuba ko asue na sabre wamna ni central for twetwe nkomo na ochim so besra de hia omo ewa ne patem so omo hwe no mo kom ho embom se ne be ya impuntu nsu ebetumi aba asue na afensu nkabom eni brako ye na afensu asumdwensu ebetumi akoso atena omo ntem ewo eye bia ya omo nyina omo ewo
won pa amlalu e fai okay ebo ehmodi ni ehani politics akaba manche yelini eja ke politics ba manche yelimi pe efiti oni ni hefia ni beyo wo manche den cheke noya onna ekokoko manne mambiye no ni wa na kesama mambiye no ni kwe man dani abato manche kankle atomi jase dani nuchumo ni ntu ewo abato mi manche ni noya nuchumo ni wotro ye manne mi ne je no ko ni ekaheko ni moko ba gbabo dabi ma sele mo ona eja ke be ko egbi obi ene o man bi eno o wa mene analyze one your man mine wo feje onupa nato ake ewa na akekla ma ni ke atobo manche je ake obanoba hospital ake banoba wa ma neshwele shime kome amejomoji ake ka atomanche ebe isani eba neba hospital won ke mo fia mo ni bo ma ne ake mo fia mo anatwi Bibi, a warm Ganyo, Kaganyo. Kagan be a father, a tomo. Bear any your name, bear a woo. Who are catching on or bear for cloak of our dear. Ye Baba, the Bao, who are there. Then the annual fair, a bonnet fair. Wọ́n ní kẹ́sùbá ilé wọn tọ́rí ọ̀kẹ́bànàbí. Wọ́n kẹ́ mẹ́ni sùmọ̀ ní kẹ́sùbá ilé akẹ́. Mẹ́nàgbì ní asẹ́nẹ́ bọ́ nídi asẹ́nẹ́ pọ̀tọ̀pọ̀ mọ̀njẹ́. Lẹ́dẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀dí bọ́ máa gbẹ́ ẹ̀dí bọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ àpẹ́kùlẹ̀ máa fẹ́ ọmọkò. Ọ̀tàtà kẹ́ ní aṣọ ni. The government there won't qualify okay. Money, what best village, data. What common fund there, what learning at a few. They won't get about here. I feel open. Agent care, one no. What can Moko share band? Down west, yeah, me no. Down south, yeah, me no. Ni wono mancheme woji many bago mambia na ake ni apia ni property rate alo ni apia ni tax
ahwafo se yɛtɔre biom ɛwɔ nsɛmfoforo mu ɛde amon de yɛda yɛkɔpie mu ɛwɔ ɔhwenpɔn a ɔwɔ efum krom ɛde ma nsawom adogiri municipal nana berima afum ansa yɛda endodo ɔde nsɛm binum ɛde ama Ghana mampanyi wei adehwede yɛda ɔkyerɛm sɛ wobɛpie mu ɛwɔ sa empotem hɔ anasa ne mantem hɔ nom na yɛda ɔmohia mpuntumdwuma ɛwɔ hɔ nkanka sɛ public school saso ena yomo kwantempon ɛwɔ hɔ nom yɛada ateten apansan saso no mohia health facility betumi abo na ade hyedodo na ɛmo hɔ no so ɔmetumi etumi anya akɔneaba ɛwɔ hɔ nom yɛada endodo ɔde kyerɛm sɛ ɔtoto so Ghana ɔmampanyi de yɛada ɔmbɛda nani anya wɔn bo sɛ na bɛyɛ saa enwoma ahodo mohia wɔ sampotem hɔ nom nina ebetumi abem ɔde amom
mesre na mediafa mudie ya mudie so home based TV so say mesram moma enko ba biara mayen na o ma mpehene asonte ade a ye hia wo krom adi kan school yen kwan enye education ye ni school wa se du joda panada wukuda ani weeks no kona o mo se nkwara ne bebre wo fie se wu ni sika wada oba be ko private school wa ha aya na ye den if say wuntimi nhwe say oba ne nantew efia nko school wa kraman hwe ntutu wa ewo kwan so hwe tipa tracks omo ma ye nda o omo ye adwuma 24/7
24-hour economy
tipa ko anwumre kura tipa wo ye adwuma enti mesra aban no say yesre no ya de edi kan school ni atoso abie yen kwan si yenye school na yen kwan a eda hɔ yi o ma be ye kwan no na kwan no da so na won asiesie so aman a yenim se yen onabo anodompre ana MC onabo Selom ni aka ni nyina o mo de be ka ho amayen efum krom ye kura yen ni sade hu ni se ekuro baba benya o mampehene a obefi kuro yim no ba be yo mampehene wo Ghana ha achievement e wan yanu sune say education anu na ebe den eboa e say ye hwe kuro yi na ye hwe ne kese ne na ade a say young population cry is over by getting to 2000 say do anopa wo hwe private school buses e ba ha ebe lodu nkwala akwa adults bebre abro 7 ebe lodu nkwala wa ha e de wonko wopon a wode won aba nti imagine so okuyani adwuma ahe na okuyani beye na sika ahe na obenya na ode ne ba be ko preparatory school nti yesre education, ye school, ye here first. Second, ye here hospital facility. Wow. Ya was I said that wa ban na ready so be ya. Yen kwasra asase nti baabi. Yen nanom so andin ya aboro. Omoja was asase kese dia ato a ye de be ye biribiara. Hospital, school, police station.
Things are him for pin for more a domain a quabina kitasu quantum pony so that is ready to Ghana man penny John Draman Mahaman pin for your name says Sabrid or most of send many ya or motion on Bay or Moquino and far and mom.
We call on government, the Ministry of Roads and Highway, the Ghana Highway Authority, our elected representatives, traditional leaders, relevant assemblies, community leaders, contractors, and all the stakeholders to come together. Let us sit around one table. Let us listen to one another. Let us establish the actual state of the project. Let us identify the challenges. Let us agree on what must be done. And most importantly, let us act. We believe that this road should not become a political or partisan matter. It is a community matter and a national development matter. Our children need safe access to school. Our market women need reliable transportation. Our workers need to move safely. Our businesses need to survive. Our sick and vulnerable residents need reliable access to health facilities. Our emergency services need access to the communities. Our people deserve to travel safely. Our commitment. As community stakeholders, we remain committed to a peaceful engagement, constructive dialogue, and lawful action.
Ahwafo say ye tuadu biom e wonsen foforo mu e de amono de da ye kopie mu e wo asante mantem ne yada arewo sema efi honom eba yada Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene e de nsembenom e di abotugo ochirim se kopie mu e wo asante mantem ene ne mpotema yada eye nimpa be se 23 yada e kopie mu e wo illegal mining galamsey site ahodua yada eye amona matutu e wo honom ade hyedodo na etumi atoma che se e dodo na afemu ahwero mu nkwa wa bro chirim se nipa be se 11 so enkwala akoya arewo sem yipa e wo sa mpotemo nam so ntiada omode ensembenom etugo a ochirim se yada de bia da galamsey a ye kan e wo mangana mu mkofo empeso betumi ejai no yada omonhwere nche enemenemi ya omonfa mbra na we.
We want to thank His Excellency the President for making available Your Royal Highness, at least under the Common Fund. He has instructed directly that we reserve 20% of every fund that is coming in making sure we complete all left or legacy projects across the various districts we have here in the region in the country. And if I say legacy projects, it refers to all projects initiated by whichever government, from Kwame Nkrumah's time to Nana Akufo-Addo's time to Mahama 1, Mahama 2, Day 1. So every legacy project needs to get that attention from that 20% fund reservation as directed by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. In this accord, we want to specially recognize and appreciate the leadership of MENCOM, the ministry, and most definitely the Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Yes, you could have just gone to town and threw your hands in despair. You could have just been on radio ranting the lack of funds, the inability to pay a contractor, the inability to complete the project because maybe it didn't sit on your budget whatsoever. You did not do any of this. You took responsibility. You made sure you found funds wherever they were. And today we are here to witness this magnificent infrastructure being commissioned by us all. So I want to encourage everyone that this project, as we see, is a property for the state, a property for the region. And for that matter, usually when these projects come up, we have a huge challenge with maintenance. So our maintenance culture should be, should undergo a reset, such that years to come, we will come here and still find this headquarters or this office or this edifice as beautiful as you have seen here. Your Royal Highness, my office is just around the corner. So most definitely every morning when I'm going to the office, I'll pass by this facility. So Maincom CEO, Honorable Deputy Minister, the original head will definitely have a strict supervision from the RCC and my good self, so that at the end of the day, collectively we will be able to make sure we keep this facility in good shape as it is today. Beyond all that we are doing today, this edifice and the structure as put here today is to help us in making sure there is some form of sanity within the mining space here in the region and in the country. Most definitely, the issue of illegal mining continues to bedevil our lands, our waters, our water bodies, our forests, among other environmental issues that come up with illegal mining. As I stand here as head of research, within the period under review, 23 lives have been lost, only because they were going to their farms and fell within pits that were left uncovered by miners within the various areas. As part of the 23 people, only 19 people have been recovered from these pits. The remaining 4 of them have not still been able to find their bodies. These include 11 children whose future has been cut short because someone in his quest for money left a pit uncovered within some of these areas that leads to farmlands, among others. Looking at this problem and with the support of the minister, the national security together with the ministry has started a reclamation effort in order that we will be able to target these uncovered pits that fall within the areas where people actually fall in and drown. I want to thank the minister for supporting us in this regard, and the work is truthfully ongoing. I want to call on corporate institutions gathered here who want to support government in this regard, so that we would be able to gradually start reclaiming our lands and be able to protect lives and properties within these areas. I also want to thank the ministry that as part of your effort in supporting us to be able to fight illegal mining, we want to appreciate that you have successfully helped us to move every permanent structure within the region that fell within the forestry.
Ono echimponim hene edmai techima traditional council ede futusem ede kwaye membuna omo ewo techima na afin so man Ghana ma o chemu se adom hwe no mutwo ho efenfin ndurubone ho na afin so mo hwe so memmo mani akwadwuma papa bi ho se na be da chi bi nso ebetumi esomu eyi
After the year, level type man, ever bring a motion about accommodating any emotion, any other ever said, yeah, can say, yes, now you know, your father said, you know, you say, ever to bring that tomorrow, into every Saturday. He said, oh, my dear, Nippon to a neck of emotion accommodating. And it's a tumor, and that's a good chance. So, ever saw, and one ever Bruno, Nippon to be a person. He says, a man don't need to be here. Not say, even if you want to be granted the mother will be a tumor. And how any bread and a good bread and Siam are not. 17. Make my one of my really say, Yabba, I'm laying up for Denmark. Now I say, Yaka, Abonia, you look to me any idea, smart, and a boy, Amma. I said, actually, I am bread and Yaka. It's a heck of that. Now, we are on my Luciana, you know. It's a deeper way, and smile. So, Obasa, not bread, Alabama. He said, your woman is a hidden out, take Papa, I am back. Young man, and he packed out with a crew. Not very bad as you and so. ɛsusubɛn yɛ nimdeɛ kɛseɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa ama kuro no kyekyere no atumi akɔ so na aboa ama kuro no mpuntuo atumi awie pɛyɛ ne sɛ mu no adwumasua ɛkɔ so na nimdeɛ dɔɔso na apɔmuden nso ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛwɔ kuro no ɛnyini ntɛm yɛboa ama biribiara atumi akɔ so enti afei mebotan na menim saa kwan yi so ɛsrɛ mmabunu no a yɛwɔ timpɔ no mu no sɛ ɛnɛ nneɛma bi kɔ so a ɔkɔ nyame anim ne nanso kakakakakaa womu baabi a ɔde kɔ mɛsrɛ ɛnɛ abubɔde ne nneɛma a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ma mu no ɛsɛ mmeranteɛ no da biara medwene ho sɛ sɛ nnɛ yɛyɛ nni hɔ a ɔkyena yɛkyi hwan na yɛde bɛkya nti mesrɛ bɛno no atu adeɛ a ɛyɛ bɛkɔ ha ɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ no biayɛ a ɛbɛboa yɛn amada ne da nyinaa deɛ yɛbɛgye yɛn nsa aka na yɛntena se anhwɛ obi akɔda wɔ mu sɛ nnipa smɛsi ne mmara bɛboa me na woa wotumi yɛ bibi kakra a ɛbɛboa asetena no atumi awie pɛyɛ mesrɛ yɛbɛpono a ɛwɔ timpɔ no mu sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛmfa yɛ ho sɛ ɔman no kyekyere mu na yɛhu sɛ yɛ so yɛwo ɔfa soɔ ɛma man no nti sɛ nananom aka to wɔ sɛ mpanyinfoɔ ɛte sa ɛkɔ bɛduru deɛ mu kyerɛ sɛ nananom nni hɔ a ababɛduru yɛ mmerante yi na deɛ kɔ so na ɛyɛ daakye ɛwɔ timpɔ daakye ɛwɔ na kuro ne daakye ɛwɔ yɛsrɛ kuma yɛn nyinaa yɛmfa yɛn ho si hɔ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛboa ama timpɔ no atu mpɔn na aboa ama kuro ne kyekyere akɔ so
bɛgyina ha ne atwa ho to yɛba a yɛbɛto ansɛm no so ɛde ama mo
Wapomute awunya yentini etwasa brenia brenyina no enuane a wodi ko nipadua mu nyina no wo ya hwe ne santi Bob Foods and Groceries BFNG abadwaman so enam se cocoa won fasodie hudu pintinu what royal cocoa powder nibi abadwaman so pebbles and a naughty choke sanso and a cocoa nepsibi what the nyina abadwaman so ose so you dwedidi na opedodo atu anasa opebia koton ubetimi ene wono etwetwe enkomo sanso ayade a wo 70% 80% 90% dark chocolate and also benye bi ato edi ewo wono asweye frɛ one more
0558 047 304
Sama sa do da fra manfa nye police menya fire menya ambulance malamu phone na fra mama bia manfa go back madu
Oh mehima na nyumbre Maame kale wole tuwa fa menemu paade na nya bia woni kwansi bia
kentin kan ne kele wele wonim se 11 cd any 22 cd a yedru Maame kele wele joint ya woje no wonim se betime dia to asase e wo city based properties for you madam Fudavi se no a 11 cd 22 cd no boaboa no a
wo se sen 1 cd 2 cd etimi to asase e wo Ghana ha
bam Ghana ha se die city based properties for pe e no modern hihya to ho a wotimi tua 11 cd any 22 cd a wotimi to asase ade so maba se ne be ya Ghana for e betimi ato asase esi efie mayenya calculation we nhwe ye fa ne se 5 times 30 ayesen
ay 150
en kan si kadada 1.5 na 2 times 5 nso e
anu so 10 cedi
asa je wo hia aye deposit en kan si kadada no 1.5 na utua wia de bia na watua 10 cedi zavi nya ne de no afie nya ama sama na obi ho Shy Hills oyibi pram kaswa ene chopoli new airport no bunim so mo dansie ho niema nyina efi so de be she dan no ni siase akopim so bewie wo mo di free wo no wase tua na kakran
oh ene asase bomodia anwo mo chekwan
The head office ewo Nungwa barrier afenso eye city based office anes ewo eye Mataheko Hallelujah Junction Frena May 0550285246
0505244503 and 0551996843
City based properties we add value to your home.
Loving you is a crime, then I want to be a felony. I go there
Woda eson enu ani suade hunu ni se obayi okuni ni ewon central adwuma mu dia tie mie media sempanam First Choice Media College esuapon a watete centralfo akukuda mene wo ekasai TV stations ni radio stations akese bebre no ano ebi mu anya adwuma ewo ho a omo eye wakire courses bi te se
TV and radio presentation, camera handling, news writing, sports presentation, editing, and cosmetology. When ahodoɔ pii.
Na onim se enei wo spacious lecture halls TV and radio studios adisuafo no 80% practicals wo mode ye afenso baabi asabim producer ufre chichiri ana wo ba wo uti beto hostel facility no ebi ho wo school fees nso de ne boa no nso eda from 6 months 1 year ana fe 2 year course sinya na ho a wo wi a ebe ma abodin krata hwe First Choice Media College echira kwan ewo nungwa barrier omane scan gesas tunu ne dia no hwe abro sanya mass GH television wo mu no ehwa anomubutuo ofri junction mo ho ba ho a emu ntwe kura frɛ won ewa ahoman so 0557 5158 62 0554 054939 and 0244 495272 First Choice Media College ana empowering minds, unlocking potentials.
Eternity, forever together in unity. In heaven there is no
bibia akwaba ediaba enyibre no nsia kasebo eso ne eto ansem no so edi amamude asabe edi ani echiremu ewo enije kase na Ghana sinitweni onanso ensentweni ma nana mama gba asabe kase eyode edi nsimbi abetudwane nyina eko edi Ghana mbebu na wo chirim se obesere se Ghana fo nyina nhwe no mfo mo ho enji insanu dwuma se ne be ya daachi bi nso betumi esomu eye emfa ho eni baabi a weko school eduhwe se ewudo nsa enso ebesua bibi se na bia no so ebetumi aboa
wan ko school apa adwumasua se uko school still per adwumasua this online is a blogger but he is in the school right now where here in university everybody was born into this world with something. True. Whether your parents is alive or they are not alive, whether you have education or you don't have, I just want you to know that you are somebody or who you think you are. If you think that you are somebody, you become somebody. If you think you are wayward and you are not for anything or you are just useless for anything, then you will be. Right now, social media has made people wealthy in terms of wealthy and popular. People are using TikTok. I'll use somebody like Ama Memendaba. Ama.
Yeah, Memendaba.
Memendaba Ama. And if you look at that girl, I don't know her education background, but the way she comports herself on social media, people give her job to do publicity for them.
True.
You know, and she's so smart that she has her own people also that she does her skits and all that. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have any education.
No.
Or do you see she has any education? No. You don't have to feel like I didn't go to school to me. If you are listening to me, by this age, above 20, you know what you want. Because you even know that I don't like this phone, I like this phone. How do you get that phone? You have to work for it. Obi waha, akwaba TV, or yen a juma way, ebia no one ko school da, but wafa phone no, and yes, or dinana met you, or they build in a home. And nipa bebre wa poku, metu say me share na nche. But commitment ya umde mama mo juma no. Man from mo, they heard about me and they are calling. Why? They could have gone to shoot anything, but they know that if we go with Nana will give us some mileage. I don't even have money for them, but this mileage and how they will shoot it, how they will hold the camera. Some are adding microphone to it, some are adding light to it. You need to fall in love with something. The moment you fall in love with that something, you learn about that something, and you make sure you equip yourself in that something. Being everywhere doesn't give you
o
results.
na ya tuado biam e won nsem foforo mu de ada ye kopiem e wo amanone ehu nsem ne ada ye kopiem e wo Tanzania na zo kopiem e wo honom ya da vice president a e ho e ye Emmanuel e ye Chimbi ya da ndode ode nsem binom e de abotugwa o kirem se ne menim ya de ya da wetumi efi e ye ne position no etumi a resign o kirem se sa so e na amanyosem so de ya da ogide de ode san so ode ne ho e bewuram ebiom ti ada ode sa e enkratoi etumi amane e president ne se ne be ya e nhye bi obetumi edegu akwem se ne be ya ono so ne dwumedi a odi e wo Tanzania en ne potem no ebetumi epegere mu nchi akonkan no obetumi sa ede sa nhye no egusu e enminim ya
Vice President Edma Tanzania Mani Emmanuel Chimbi enede ede atudwa a woche se ne dwumedi a wodi se mampani abediche ede ama mampani a wo Tanzania mani mu no enede wo no ankasa etu ne ho ade so a woche se onfa ne ho emforefore amanyosemu biom e wo Tanzania mani